The Vectors tab is a helpful tool in the Balance, Select, and Elite software that allows you to see the energetic connections between different parts of the body. When you select a specific organ, gland, tooth, vertebra, or TCM meridian, this tool will show you which other parts of the body that biomarker is connected to. These connections are based on traditional Chinese medicine, and they can provide valuable insight that can help you look at a client's wellness in a more holistic way. You can access the Vectors tab at any time from the client screen in the software. You would typically use this tab to dig deeper into biomarkers that are showing up as out of range. So, for example, in this report you can see that the pancreas virtual item is showing up as way out of range. So I can click this Vectors tab and then select the pancreas, and it shows all the energetic connections in this interactive chart. You can see that it's energetically connected to the thyroid, and then these 4 vertebrae, these 4 teeth, and then the spleen meridian as well. On the left side of the chart, you can see these connections too, as well as any other connections that aren't visible in the chart. For example, we have pancreas tissue here, and this is also where emotions will show up if there are any emotional connections for that biomarker. So now that you know these connections, you can go back into the report and see if these other biomarkers are out of range as well. So let's do that and check out the vertebrae on this report. We can see that the C4 vertebra is out of range. Then TH6 and TH7 are also out of range. So 3 out of 4 here are out of range. Moving down to the teeth now, we see that T2 and T3 are out of range, and T28 and T29 are out of range. So now we know that all 4 teeth on that pancreas circuit are out of range. Okay, let's check the spleen meridian, and we can see that this is out of range as well. And lastly, let's go to the organs page and look at the thyroid. And that was actually in range. But only 2 of these vectored items are in range, which shows that this entire circuit could likely benefit from some type of support. So let's go ahead here and look at an organ that has an emotional connection, just to show you that. Let's click on the liver, and you can see on the left here that liver is energetically connected to anger. So if liver was out of range, we can come back to this report and also see if anger is out of range. Now, when it comes to an energetic circuit, it could be anything on that circuit that's causing the connected biomarkers to go out of range. It's kind of like an electrical circuit in your house. If one of the outlets on a circuit gets overloaded, it causes the whole circuit to switch off. So it could be the emotion of anger that's causing the liver to be out of range, or vice versa, or anything else on that energetic circuit. So the point here is to use this information to ask your client questions to see if any of these related items are causing them discomfort. The nice thing with these vectors is that many of the automated biosurveys in the ZYTO software include vector reports. So I'll pull one of these up, and we'll pull up the emotions vector report. And you can see how this does all of that vectoring work for you. It shows the top 5 out of range, and then it also shows which connected vectors are out of range as well for each of those. Now, we do also include 0 DR values along with out-of-range responses for those who are curious about that. Zeros are technically in range, but some practitioners believe that they have some significance in relation to out-of-range items on the same vector. Again, zeros are basically a non-response or a neutral response, so what we really want to pay attention to primarily here are the out-of-range items.